again, guys, and welcome back to another gaming pickups video. As the weather is getting warmer, there is less rain, there is more sun somewhere up there in the clouds today. That means there is a lot more stuff at the car boots. Better weather, better car boots. So there's been some fantastic pickups, so let's jump straight into what I picked up this time. Our first little selection here is going to be a continuation of the last pickups videos, and that is more Nintendo DS games. For some reason, these seem to be turning up a lot at the moment. So just the one from the car boot, and that is New Zealand Story Revolution. Don't really know anything about this game, never seen it before. For £2 I thought I'd pick it up. Sometimes it's a weird one you don't know anything about, they're a lot better. Before we jump into the next Nintendo DS games, I want to give you guys a little bit of advice, and that is tell people you collect video games. Sometimes my friends will message me out of the blue saying they've seen some bits. This time as my good friend Mark, and he picked these bits up for me for the charity shop. So shout out to Mark. These were all just £1, so Nintendo DS games you can pick up super cheap. First off, we have SmackDown vs Raw 2008. And you know it's not a Down the Games Man video unless we have a wrestling game. So this is another one to knock off that long list of wrestling games to pick up. Next up, we have Bust a Move DS. That is an absolutely classic puzzle game, one that stands the test of time. Really cool to pick it up on the DS. Finally, we have one I don't know anything about, and that is Crash Boom Bang. So it looks like kind of like a Mario Party style game, but with a Crash Bandicoot lick of paint. So let me know in the comments below if you've played this one before. If you've watched my previous video, My Crazy Collection, the Wii U, you know I'm going for a complete collection of the Wii U. So I managed to pick up 3 more games. These are just cheap little filler ones that are nice easy to pick up, but it takes me up to 58 so far. So first off, we have Skylanders Superchargers. So, you know, it's one of those Toys to Life games. I'm not going to go down the way of picking up the toys. There is a theme with these 3, and that is all Toys to Life. So this is the Skylanders one. Next up, we have Disney Infinity 3.0. So this didn't come with a platform, but I normally play it on the Xbox 360. I have already been bitten by the bug of buying these, but I have tried to stick to the Marvel and Star Wars characters. No Disney ones as yet. Also, finally, we have Lego Dimensions. This came with a massive bag of Lego, but no instructions and no little figures. I know this one uses the little Lego figures to put them into the game, but it did come with a lot of discs. So I have very little knowledge of this one, so one I definitely want to look into a little bit more. But with the Wii U collection, that takes us up to 58 games so far. Next up, we have just one for the Xbox 360, and this is arguably one of the best RPGs of all time, and that is the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. So this is the Game of the Year edition. It does come with Knights of the Nine and the Shivering Isles expansion. So the best part of this is it does come with them on the disc, so we'll be able to play these in years to come. Some of these add-ons for games are a pain to play, especially as the consoles get turned off or the servers go down, so it's always good to have those expansions here on the disc. The ever-growing PlayStation 2 collection just continues to grow. We have kind of a very low-level game and a very high-level game. So we'll start low, and as with iToy Play 3. So I just picked... Actually, this was again from Mark, so shout out to Mark again for picking this one up from a car boot for me. The iToy games, they're not amazing these days, but it's always good to add to the collection. But the more important one is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. It is surprising this isn't in my collection already, as GTA is easily one of my favourite kind of games of all time. But I've been waiting to get this one complete in the box. So it has the map, it has the booklet. Always good to add another Grand Theft Auto complete in box to the set. Here's something you don't see at the car boot very often. And no, I'm not talking about the box SNES games at the back. They unfortunately did not come from a car boot, but that's another story. I'm talking about this selection of Mario toys. I think the majority of these are from Happy Meals. Also, you can see the Pez dispenser there. It's kind of a shame that McDonald's are not going to be making Happy Meal toys for much longer. But you know, the Pokemon cards are very cool, but I did used to like when they made the little plastic figures. But I suppose if most of them end up in the ocean rather than display cases, it's probably better that they're not making them out of plastic anymore. On the theme of Happy Meals, we all know that Pokemon cards are back in the Happy Meals at the moment of the time of recording this video. But also in a bundle of Pokemon stuff, I got this Happy Meal toy from 2019. So I did not realise they've also done Pokemon recently. This is packaged, you can see it kind of has a little shooting thing, but also some cards in there. I don't really know a lot about this one. Kind of don't want to open it, so let me know if you remember when he did this in McDonald's a few years ago. So in that said Pokemon bundle, we got a couple of books. So we got this trainer's notepad, which is very useful for making notes about catching them all, as well as the official guide to mythical Pokemon. I just love reading through these Pokemon books, as well as this Deluxe Essential Handbook, everything you need to know about Pokemon. Also in the pack we have this toy, which looks to be a bit of a health and safety nightmare. It fires discs. It's probably fantastic for choking children or hitting each other in the eye. But also in this bundle we had 3 sealed packets of cards. So let's open them up and see what we get this time. I'm not the biggest expert on Pokemon cards, but I can see these are Sword and Shield Battle Styles fun packs. These only seem to have 3 cards per packet, which does seem pretty tight, but let's see what's inside. So let's just jump straight into these. So in the first pack we have a shiny Cacnea. Just move them over a little bit. An Esper and a Roly-Collie. So 1 shiny out of 3 is not too bad. Okay, jumping in, next packet. So we have a T-Pig, a Gamlo, some paper, and a shiny Bolton. So once again, 1 shiny out of the 3. Let me know, guys, if you know if this is the standard for every pack. We have 1 more to open though, so let's find out if we get lucky that time too. Final pack. So professional as always, opening these up. So we have our Baltoy, Gilgar, and a Swordwood and Shieldbert shiny. So it does seem you get 1 shiny in each packet, which out of 3 cards does seem pretty good. So guys, let me know if you've opened any of these 3 packs before, if I'm just very lucky, or if this is standard to get shiny in each pack. Recently Amazon have had some fantastic flash deals on games. These have not stuck around very long, but they have been really good and really cheap. First up we have Hollow Knight for the Nintendo Switch. Heard a lot of good things about this one. I think this was $12.99 in a flash sale, which for a Switch game is an absolute bargain. Next up we have Borderlands 3 for the Xbox One. So I already played through this a lot with my wife on the PlayStation 4, but this was just £4 delivered with Amazon Prime. So for £4 I will go through this again on Xbox One, change my character and still have an amazing time. Lastly from Amazon we have Wolfenstein The Young Blood. This was under £2. For a brand new sealed game, I know it might not be the best Wolfenstein game or even the best first person shooter game of all time, but for under £2 for a new Xbox One game you can't really go wrong. As you all know by now, I am a collector of physical games. I like to get my hands on them and put them on a shelf and keep them forever. So I didn't actually realise they'd done a physical release of Bridge Constructor Portal. This is one I only just realised they actually put on a disc. I've played it digitally on Games Pass, but more excitingly, there was a company called Game Theory who have released it for a Nintendo Switch in this really nice collector's edition. So we're going to jump in again and unbox this one. As you guys know, I am a sucker for a collector's edition, and I really wanted to play this on the Switch. I think it's a really cool console to play it on. You can just have a few goes when you're traveling and jump out. So we're going to open this up. This one did come all the way from the US of A, from Game Theory. I think this is numbered 001, so it must be the first release they have done so far. So let's get that packaging out of the way and we can slide it open. So as you can see, these boxes are presented really nicely. So we're going to just bring the camera up a little bit more here. And let's open it up and see what is inside. So inside we have some fridge magnets. So we have a companion cube. Let's just open these up. So in here, fridge magnet wise, we have some portals. Very nice, very cool. We're going to put them on the fridge. And we also have a lovely companion cube. Really nice little bits. This is a certificate saying that this is a limited edition of 3,000. So of the time I'm making this video, this is actually still available, but probably don't hang around too long. Also in here we have some postcards. So first one here, nice little Bridge Constructor postcard there. And another one. And then more importantly, we have a physical copy of the game. So yeah, if you've never played this, it kind of is your kind of standard bridge creation game, but with a Portal twist, with Gladys helping you along all the way. So This wasn't super expensive. I think it was about £45 to pay for a game that's come all the way from America. In my eyes, it's pretty cool, and I'd like to have this in my collection. This is one of the more obscure things I've picked up recently for a car boot, but for a very good reason. So you may be thinking, Dan, what's in the box? So this is a storage container for your games. You're probably thinking it's going to have all the rarest, most valuable games of all time, but you would be sorely disappointed. It is unfortunately empty, but this was just £2, and the main reason was it came with not one, but two of these official PlayStation 1 memory cards. For £2 for two memory cards and this box to put my most prized games in, can't go wrong. Nice little car boot pickup. The thing I love about the car boots, guys, is you never know what you are going to find. So what this is a motion tracking game controller for the PlayStation 2. So we might have PlayStation Move now. This is even way before Wii Sports, but could this have been the future many years ago? So you can see here it came with a golf game. So you swing an actual club, and the unit on my right hand side is the one that tracks you into the game. There's also a fighting game which was made for this unit called Darkwind, so I'll be looking out for that one. So guys, let me know, have we missed out on something that was incredible back in the day, or was it awful? I'm going to do a video soon. I'm going to try and find that fighting game, and we will try both these out and see if the best has already been, or if this was a failed project. There we have it then, guys. Another video chock-a-block with pickups. So we've had some Pokemon cards, some weird old PlayStation 2 technology, and some magical boxes of memory cards. It just shows when you're out looking for games for the collection, you never know what you're going to find. And that is what gets me up every Sunday morning heading out to the car boots. Hopefully now it's the British summertime, we will have some dry Sundays and the car boot ball will keep rolling. So remember to keep an eye out. I put new videos out every Saturday, so remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Facebook and Instagram at DanTheGamesMan, and first and foremost, remember to keep playing the game. See y'all soon.